Today we're going to look at how Google Earth can help students learn how to understand some of the most important things that occurred during Texas history. It's a fun activity the students can learn how to do, and I think it makes them want to learn. So, the first thing we're going to do is go over to where it says My Places. Once you see My Places, I want you to put a check on the battles of the Texas Revolution. You can also notice that once you do that, you'll see X's on the board on the map itself. You'll also see the battles. I want you to go back to where it says places and click on the arrow and click on the second arrow. After that, you'll notice all those things are checked simply because you checked on the first square. If there are too many things open because you just don't want to look at all that, click on each individual battle. Once you do that, and they're in order, once you click on each individual battle, it makes it easier to see. You can always zoom in to get a better view of it. And if you also notice, we'll see certain labels on the map. We'll see Dallas and Houston, and we'll see Texas. If you zoom in closer, you'll see more information. The closer you zoom, the more cities you see or towns you'll see. But the ones we really want to look at are San Antonio and honestly, Houston. And this was the town of Gonzales. That's the reason why if you go back over to the My Places and click on the Guadalupe River, most civilizations or towns were near rivers anyway for different purposes. You can click on both of those. Now, since you have clicked on the Battle Gonzales, you checked it, and you checked the Guadalupe River, if you go to the map and click on one of them, you're going to separate the two because there are two in the spot. So when you separate it, it allows you to decide which one do you want to click on. You can click on the river, nothing's going to happen. But if you click on the battle, the X, it's going to give you information regarding the battles. Read the information, answer the question. Now, on this one, if you notice, the end of the reading ended here. Some of the readings may end down here in the corner. To open up this reading, I clicked on the X itself. If you click on the Battle of the Gonzales under Places, click on the link, that's blue, it'll still open up. And sometimes it'll open up and you can read the information all the way over. Or maybe you have to come down here to read the rest of it. Now, you can do that for each individual battle. If you want them all on there together, feel free. So the kids can see where they're located or so that you can. Let's say you just want one, or maybe you want two. Let's put two. We have the Battle of the Alamo. Some people call it the Siege of the Alamo, the Fall of the Alamo. We have the Battle of Goliad or the Goliad Massacre. But we still have the Guadalupe River lit up. So we don't need this one. You can use this one if you want, but we're not using it. That's going to be Goliad. So you don't need the Guadalupe River. You can use the San Antonio River and the San Jacinto River. I said them backwards, but you can read them, you see them. Now, if you want to know the distance that Santa Anna traveled from the Alamo to San Jacinto, go up to the ruler. Once you click on the ruler, click and drag the information out of the way. It's already set on miles for you. You don't have to worry about it. And then just click on the center of the X on the Battle of the Alamo. Release. And then move your cursor over and click on the center of the X for the Battle of San Jacinto. It's about 205 miles. It's going to vary just because of depending on where the kids click. It's going to vary from 204 to 206. So it just depends. So that's the distance they traveled. Santa Anna was pushing those guys pretty hard. He was on horse. The majority of them were walking. And that made a big difference. That's the reason why they were sleeping, taking a siesta when they got to San Jacinto. To get this line off, clear it. To remove the ruler information, close it. Now, I'm going to go back over here to where it says places. And I'm going to uncheck all that because I'm done with it. But let's say I'm not done with it. I want to still know where the Battle of San Jacinto was located, which is in LaPorte, Texas, near Houston. At least it looks like it's near Houston, far away, but as you zoom in, you start to notice you got some pretty good distance in between the two. So I'm going to now notice I have borders and labels lit up or checked under layers. This gives you your border of the states, as you can see, and it gives you your labels. Now, if I zoom in, it's going to give me the borders of each county. If I uncheck all that, everything disappears. I click back in it, it reappears. So that's really simple, easy stuff. It's not like peekaboo with your kids. Now, I want to go click on 3D buildings, and the reason why is because I'm going to go up to search, and I'm going to say San Jacinto Monument, and I'm going to search it. By me searching it, it's now allowing me to go exactly where the San Jacinto Monument is located. I'm going to go over to the right, click on the little golden guy, and I'm going to put him exactly where I want him, in front of the San Jacinto Monument. Now I'm on the ground or street view. If I move my north button, left or right, I'm going to see the San Jacinto Monument. This is the street view. Since no one has a street view on here, this is the one I'm using. If you go and you take a picture, you can take a picture, you can post it on Google Earth somewhere, and then that picture will pop up if you click on it under Earth Gallery. I'm going to exit Street View. I'm going to put my north back where north is located. I'm going to zoom out, and I still see the San Jacinto Monument. If I uncheck the 3D building, it's going to give me a real view of it, as opposed to a more highlighted, colorful view. This is how it really looks from the satellite. Now, I'm going to close out of that. Close out of Battles of the Texas Revolution. I'm going to click on my arrow to minimize it. Notice we have cattle drives. Click on cattle drives. You can't see anything because you're too zoomed in. So zoom out. Continue zooming out, and you see the cattle drives. And it's a pretty cool assignment. There are questions that go with it as well. And as you read the questions, how do you answer the questions? Well, let's open up the drop-down menu on the arrow here. Click on Shawnee Trail. Just to be clicking on Shawnee Trail. Pictures are going to show up. Click on Read About the Shawnee Trail. It's not going to take you automatically to your web browser, but you can click on that right here. This is still within Google Earth. Notice it says here, back to Google Earth. Read the information, answer the questions, go back to Google Earth, and go to the next one. And it's just that simple. It's a pretty exciting assignment. The students love to do it. It may take you a couple days. First day to explain it, second day to get them actually doing it. Some kids will pick it right up, some won't. We also have the Civil War. There weren't many battles in Texas. We know there was a skirmish down here, but it's not here. But these are the major ones. And you can still talk to the students about the ones that occurred in Texas if need be. And you can add questions to these if you want to. It's pretty good things. It's a pretty good thing to look at. The students will love it. You have the oil industry major in Texas. We know that. Notice we have the Santa Rita #1. You zoom in, give you different ones. Here's Spindletop. Click on it, see the information here, real picture here. Click on read about Spindletop. It'll open up here like I showed you with the Shawnee Trail. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty easy. Once you figure it out, the kids will love it. Hopefully you will too. And if you want to change up the questions, you still can. You can always embed information in here and just continue to use it. Hope you enjoy. It's a really fun assignment. The students will enjoy it, and hopefully you will.